to another Sekiro live stream. I think this is part 3, if I remember correctly. Um, you'll have to excuse my voice, I'm a bit sick at the moment, so that's why I haven't been doing audio on any other live streams. But I'm a little bit better this morning, so I thought I'd give it a go. So if I do start randomly coughing my guts up and sound like I'm dying, please forgive me. It's not how I normally sound. Alrighty. I've got a bit of background with this game. I've platinumed it. I've done a fair few run-throughs of different endings and whatnot. In saying that, judging from if you've watched the previous streams, I'm definitely not a master of the game. Like sometimes I stuff up my deflects or I die to stupid things. Like in part 1, I think I was going really well and then I got killed by the 2 giant chickens. So that's not really how I imagined my first death in the game, but
I have come.
Yes.
Oh well.
Yes.
I wish I'm how and I will.
Yeah. I'm just sort of skipping over the dialogue and everything because it's, you know, this game's been out for a while and I think people who play it know the story pretty well. We're off to sever immortality for Kuro. Ready. So last episode we beat Genichiro. Genichiro, I should say. Okay. Nearly. Alrighty. Head down and check on the guy who's definitely not the Tengu, Ishin. See how he's going. Oh, not here. That's right, because I didn't trigger him by talking to Emma. Fantastic. But yeah, guys, look, I'm fairly new to this streaming and YouTube stuff in general. So, you know, if you do have any ways I can improve or games you might want me to play or anything like that, any advice, any suggestions for me, you know, please comment or message me about it. I'm happy to hear any feedback. I know that I'm definitely not great with a lot of this stuff, so I just have to improvise a lot. This is just free speak. I don't have a script or anything.
Wolf, it belongs.
And because I'm talking, I'm not even paying attention.
He'd wrap those.
Right.
You're sick.
That wolf. Now I am booked. I will.
In at my.
If it will.
Alright, yep. Divine Realm. Kuro's gonna walk like 3 meters away just to tell me something else. To show me a window that I've already opened.
Lord Ishin, how his on the it's in yes, and you.
Alrighty, that should do it. But yeah, look, in all honesty, I reckon this is probably one of my favourite From Software games. I started playing Bloodborne, which was my first From Software game, which I absolutely loved. Wouldn't even know how many hours I've put into Bloodborne. But that was my first Dark Souls game. And then played Dark Souls 3, which again I love as well, definitely one of my favourites in my top 3. And then I played Dark Souls 1, which was really hard for me to get used to, just because the combat's a bit different. But I eventually beat that and really enjoyed that as well, and that's in my top 5. And then this came out and absolutely loved this game because I really love the Japanese setting, and I really love the combat, and you know, I reckon it's just an awesome game. But yeah, I have tried Dark Souls 2. I've never beaten it. I've never completed it because I know it's a cliche in the Dark Souls community, but I don't think it's as good as the other games. sort of like the ginger stepchild of the family, like, but no one really likes it. But I know a lot of people defend it, so which is fine, each to their own. But for me, I don't know. I guess I just couldn't really get into it. Yeah, fantastic. That can be a bit tough sometimes. But yeah, depending on how this goes, I want to do a full playthrough of Sekiro until I beat it. Whether or not I do the Shura ending or the Immortal Severance ending, I haven't decided yet. But this is probably how it's going to be for now, is just to do, you know, a stream or two each day, depending on how I feel. Until I complete this series, and then I'll decide on what other series I want to do next. So if anyone wants to see me play anything in particular, let me know. I must admit, one critique I do have about this game is that I think the stuff can be a little bit too forgiving. Like, I mean, you know, he's a master shinobi, all this stuff, but, you know, I think you'd hear someone running across a wooden bridge to, like, come and stab you in the back. You know, people do have peripheral vision. But anyway, I'm not gonna complain too much because it helps me beat the game. Alrighty. I do just run through here because I don't really feel like fighting a whole horde of monkeys. aka Ishii. Don't know how he beat me here, but
who are they? Have you not quite got them done?
Okay, so he's not going to give me that other sacred text yet because I haven't mastered any combat skills yet. I normally don't go to the gun fort and do the Sunken Valley first, because then when I have to go to the Mibu village, it then puts Headless Ape and his girlfriend or his bride out. I think that was going to... it normally puts Headless Ape and that in the way, and I really dislike that boss fight, so I may change course depending on where I want to go, but I know there is a prayer bead along here somewhere, which I definitely want. But yeah, so I'm really just trying out this streaming thing, getting used to YouTube, and I'll sort of, once I get a bit more sorted, I'll be on Twitch and I'll upload more sort of scripted videos of playthroughs or reviews, maybe vlogs. But at this stage I don't have a computer, so until I get the money together, I'll eventually buy a PC set up in my house with a dedicated space, so I can make more scripted videos with camera, so you guys get the privilege of seeing my amazingly handsome face. Oh, that's right, it's a gourd seed, not a prayer bed. Stupid. I always get lost here. There we go. No matter how many times I play it, it's always confusing to me because you can go two ways, I'm pretty sure. Alright. I must admit, something that I wish they could have patched as like an option or something, like every time you pick up an item, like how it takes up the full screen. That's a little bit annoying, especially on repeat runs. It just sort of gets in the way a little bit after it. Well, still dodged too late. Gonna keep getting shot, so I'm an idiot. To break the Dark Souls routes, because I do find myself pressing circle a lot more than I should. But that's from years and years and years of playing Dark Souls, playing Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. I don't know, it's the Souls muscle memory that's really hard to break. When I sit and play Sekiro for a long time, I can sort of break it, but yeah, when I'm sort of just jumping back into it, it takes me a few hours until I can sort of get back into the way I should be fighting. Alright. Yeah, whenever I play through, I always do the Ashina style, like the skill tree first. I don't know. I just reckon it has the most useful skills, like early on, like all these ones that sort of, you know, increase posture damage you do, and when you're deflecting and things like that. Like, it's just so helpful in the early game, and even further into the game as well, which is really awesome. You would have seen that I got Mikiri as my first skill, which is just 100% necessary in this game because so many opponents have thrust attacks. I will eventually come down this way to get enhanced. I think it's called either Shinobi Eyes or Enhanced Mikiri or something. Diz is a lifesaver having that, even though I do have it, and sometimes I still get hit by thrusts. But yeah, look, I normally come here because it's just got, yeah, I feel some of the most useful skills that you can get access to early game. Ichimonji double, still good, but not as good as it used to be now that they've patched it. It used to be like the best combat art in the game. But anyway. Alrighty, so I will go down here and absolutely suffer, but anyway. I'll stand still for 2 seconds and I'll get shot. Right. So, yeah, I'm really not good at fighting snake eyes. Yep, yeah, as you can see, I'm really not good at fighting snake eyes. I really dislike it. I don't know why, I just have a lot of trouble deflecting it. I don't care if she keeps doing that, because I can... But yeah, I find with this sort of fight, I can't really do it, like beat it by damaging posture. I have to do it by doing vitality, and I find that's the only way I can really actually. Yeah guys, this is not even start to the fight, I'm probably dying. On like second and third and any like further playthroughs, 99% of the time I just run past her because I really can't be bothered fighting her. But because the first time through I really do want to fight her because I want the prayer bead, because they're really important in the early stage, because obviously they upgrade to health and your posture, which is absolutely vital. I'm probably not being aggressive enough, but I also don't want her over there because I don't really want to get shot. Come on, here. Bring it. In terms of like favourite and least favourite bosses in this game, I am obviously cliche, but I really like Ishin Sensei. Like definitely one of the hardest bosses. Like I don't think anyone can argue that, but definitely one of my favourites just for the scenery and I don't know, just the scope is just awesome. I don't know, I just love that boss fight. In terms of least favourite bosses, again, I'm going to be cliche and say Demon of Hatred. I don't know what it is, I suck at fighting it. It's the second time I'm lucky. Yeah, I don't know what it is, I just really suck at fighting him. I've only ever fought him legitimately once. Because I don't know, I just can't do it. I don't know, it feels like a Bloodborne boss in Sekiro. I know that's kind of the point, because he's like a beast basically, but he just seems like he's overly difficult sometimes. Oh man, that's so good. But yeah, in all honesty, I have only fought him legitimately probably 2 or 3 times max, and you know, I'm not ashamed to admit it because I haven't patched it, but I normally do tower jumps to kill it because oh no, because I just I don't know, I can never be confident, just you know, smashing my head against a brick wall basically to try and kill him. Okay, debating whether or not to go back to that idol. Stuff it, I'm just going to run through this anyway. But, yeah, so I'm a filthy casual who cheeses him because I struggle massively to try and fight him legitimately. Which I suppose is not the whole point, but I don't really like smashing my head too much. I always forget that I don't have that skill yet that lets you recover vitality when you do death blows, because that is like my favourite skill. Like once you get all the skills of it, because you can heal so much just from doing death blows. Yeah, I always forget whenever I do a new game that hey, you don't get that until sort of like mid game, like early mid game. I'm pretty sure you've got to... I can't remember who you've got to kill. I feel like you have to fight. What's her name? It's that ghost who's there. Like she's like an apparition or something. At the village. She's a... oh, Arena of the Water. That's it. Yeah. The one who just attacks you, whether or not you talk to her or you don't. Let me get up there again. Grab a little dirt. But, oh shit, I didn't see that guy. But yeah, I don't normally sound this sort of congested and, nasally and stuff like that. I just, yeah, I was sick a few weeks ago, like, and I ended up having like a week and a bit of work, and I thought I was good, and then, I don't know, it's come back, and I've just been suffering the last few days. But anyway, I feel a bit better today, so I'm hoping that it's sort of on its way up. Not COVID either, hopefully. See you, boys. But yeah, I don't know. I always think it's really funny with yeah, how great this was. Even though the timing is so like really simple, I still really struggle with it. Like that was not how I was doing it this time. See, I have to flick that really well, but that was close. I told you I wasn't real good. But I don't know. I swear sometimes I have more. I struggle more with the mini bosses than I do with the main bosses half the time. Alright, so I know there's a prayer bead. Pretty sure it's through here. Even on my playthrough that I'd done a while ago, I was missing only one prayer bead, and I reckon it was this one. Nope. Yep, I stuffed that up. Okay, that's not how that works. You know why I stuffed that up? Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna go up, not down. Nope, okay, I'm going crazy. Unless it's down here. Right, but yeah, so I will try and do regular streams and video uploads. Some of my streams will have audio and some won't. It just depends on what time it is, because I live in my house with my partner, and we have two cats which tend to interrupt everything you try and do because they're very invasive. But yeah, so things can be pretty noisy at my place, and I don't have a dedicated sort of room where I can do these streams and stuff. So I'm sort of just in, like, I don't know, a lounge room, I suppose, where my PlayStation and Xbox and everything is set up. So, aha, there it is. Again, because I'm an idiot, obviously. And you know what, just because I really can't be bothered going through all that again, go back to temple anyway. But yeah, no, as I was saying before I ran into that boss fight, it's really funny because where I live at the moment, there's been a COVID outbreak, which where I am at the moment, we hadn't really had any dramas with COVID for months and months and months. I think it was like 80 or 90 days without a case. So everyone was pretty much business as usual, and then we got another breakout, or an outbreak I should say, and it's sort of thrown everyone for a loop. And I was at work on on Friday, and you know, everyone's, because it's just flared up again, everyone gets really on edge about it, and like people get really uncomfortable. So like when you then, and because I'm sick with a chest infection, not with COVID, when you just so happen to cough or clear your throat or anything, people's reaction, like even if it's just like a little cough and like you fully cover your mouth and everything and you're social distancing, people, like it's almost just like, you know, you've scared them half to death. Like you just see like their eyes widen, and like they visually take like a step and a half back, and you're just like, it's all good, like I'm just clearing my throat, or I'm just, you know, sometimes you just need to cough. And some people just, yeah, it's a little bit funny. But obviously it's a very serious issue, so, you know, don't think that's me making fun of it, but it's can be just a little bit funny sometimes, people's reactions when even to just the ever so slightest thing that's not related at all. But anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Okay, so I've lost track a little bit with what I was doing, but I knew I was doing something with gourd seeds, which I did, so I got that one. Need to upgrade my flask with... Need to upgrade my healing gourd with Emma. Alrighty. So I'll be completing Sekiro. Not sure which ending I'm going to do yet. I may fight Sword Saint just because I like it so much, but depending on how I feel, I may just do Shura.
It was probably... I was
It
told
breaks my heart to betray my boy Kuro. But after that, I mean, I'm open to playing whatever, so if anyone has any suggestions, as I said, just let me know. I'm happy to play whatever. Obviously try and keep it on PS4 because, well, I do have Xbox as well, but I don't have a PC yet, so I won't be able to do a lot of PC games.
I haven't, but see...
Okay, so that's that. But hey, if you guys want to do, if you want to see, like, I was talking about Dark Souls earlier, like if you want to play Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3, happy to give that a go. You might be able to do like a co-op playthrough where you guys either I summon you in as phantoms, or if you guys want to be jerks and invade me and kill me, which I suck at PvP, that'd be cool as well. Because I'm, yeah, really not the best with PvP. I usually like to be a bit of a baby and play offline, because I always get invaded at the worst possible times. Okay. Why did I not just jump then? Like, stupid idiot. And I bet you I can't reach that. Fantastic. What just happened then? Yes, I'm pretty sure you have to dive, which I can't do. Yep, fantastic. How do you get out of here again? I know there'll be a grapple pod somewhere, but... Aha! Right, now, take 2. Aha, perfect. Right. In terms of like the prosthetic tools, I'll really sort of only be getting the ones that I actually use, like in my normal playthroughs. Like, I know I picked up the large fair earlier, but in general I don't really use it. The only ones, in all honesty, I use in sort of like day-to-day combat, or majority of the time, is stupid dogs. Is I use like the fully upgraded shuriken, which I think it's like laser light shuriken. I use firecrackers, obviously, because they're like one of the best prosthetics, and I use, honestly, they're probably the main two that I use. I don't really use any others, but
Go ahead.
sometimes I do chuck in the, what's the other one called? It's like Kasabi Maru or something. It's like the poison sword that does poison damage. That one I don't use it very often, but sometimes I do. Actually, right. So this stream's going to be ending here, guys, but I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to do another half an hour stream. So if you want to check in and have a look at that, you can watch live, or it'll be up on my YouTube channel. I think it's about a day afterwards. So peace out.